Hello everybody, my name is Suyash and I live in India, and I've been making videos about the law of attraction, about meditation, about weight loss, about how to improve oneself, how to improve our personality, how to attract more money into our lives, and so many other things. So if you're interested in any one or more of these topics, make sure you subscribe so that we can connect in a better way and you can watch more of my videos, which I'll be uploading quite regularly, 2 or 3 videos a week most certainly. Okay, so I'm sorry for that. Today I'm going to talk about a topic that I'm asked about so frequently that I really have to make a video about it now. And if you've been following my channel since the beginning, or if you checked out all of my videos, you would know that my first 3 videos were about brainwave states. You know, the different states that our brain is in, the different frequencies that it emits, and you know, the alpha state, the theta state, the beta state, the gamma state, delta state. And so if you have not, and if you're not aware of what I'm talking about, or even if you have not seen my video about it, because I've talked in quite some detail about it, you can just go and watch that video. It was my third video, I believe. And what I'll do is you can just click on my face right here, and it will pause this video and open that video in a new tab or a new page, and so you can watch that and you can come back again. So have you watched it? I don't know. Anyway, so another video that I posted, and that actually was my first video ever on YouTube, that is titled "The Easiest Way to Enter Theta State of Mind," and it's my most popular video till date. It's got more than 28,000 views, more than I'm not sure, but more than I think 600, 700 likes. Uh, in in that video, I have told you about the easiest way, according to me, in which we can reach theta state. And I'm very happy to tell you that I have actually discovered a new way to reach theta, which is now for me the easiest way to enter theta. So that new way is easier than what I have talked about in my first video, but still that way is also very easy. And about this new way, since I have not yet made a video about it, you can't find out about it. I will be making a video very soon. But anyway, so you can again click on my face and go watch that video. That'll give you an idea how you can reach theta. If you want, you can just go to that video and then come back again. And in case I've just wasted your time by telling you to click on my face, I will leave the links to both of these videos down below in the description. So once you're done watching this video, you can go watch those videos. It's up to you. Okay, so what is this question? The question, you will be able to find it if you watch the videos that I just mentioned. In every fifth or sixth comment, you'll see the question. And the question is, that's fine, Suyash. You are telling us about a way which you say is the easiest way to enter theta. And now you have the audacity to tell us that that is not really the easiest way to enter theta, and you have discovered another way which is even easier. Okay, I don't know how we are even bearing with you, Suyash. But you know, there is something called binaural beats, and do they work? Should we be using them? What exactly are they? How do they work? And so I'll tell you how they work, and I'll tell you whether they work or not, and whether you should be using them. Most of you will already be knowing what binaural beats are, but just in case, I'll just tell you very briefly. Basically, these states, the alpha state, theta state, these states are basically frequency. It is the frequency that our brain is currently working on, that our thought process, our thinking is currently at that frequency. So basically what binaural beats are delivered to us, are given to us. We consume binaural beats in a way, and we consume them in the form of soundtracks. So basically these soundtracks are tracks with, we have these earphones through which we are listening to them, and these tracks are designed in such a way that on one ear we get a certain frequency, and on the other ear we get a different frequency. So if you've ever encountered any binaural beats, it'll be something like that on one ear, and then on another ear it'll be slightly faster or slightly slower, something like that. Wow, that was the weirdest impression of these binaural beats than anybody has probably ever done. I actually stopped the recording because I thought I'd messed up, but then I'll just let it be, because anyway, the videos are just natural me, no, not much editing, not much cutting and stuff like that. Okay, so these on different ears we get different frequencies, And what happens is, we all have seen visual illusions, haven't we? They are shared so much on the internet. And what happens is there is a circle and there is a square and there are several other circles and I don't know, all these things. And when you look at it and they say, just move your head towards it or away from it and do this and that, and you will actually, your mind and your eyes will actually perceive in that picture as if something is moving. You know for a fact that nothing is moving. It's printed on paper, or it's there on the screen in the form of a photograph. It's not even a graphic, it's a photograph, and you know that nothing is moving, but then your mind perceives it as if it is moving. So something similar is actually happening in terms of binaural beats. And what happens is that if there is one frequency here, let's say x hertz, and there is another frequency here, y hertz, our mind will actually perceive the effective frequency to be x minus y hertz. So we all know that 5 hertz is the frequency of theta. 5 hertz comes within the range of the theta range. So let's say that I am listening to a track where in one ear I have the frequency of, let's say, 105 hertz, and on other ear we have a frequency of 100 hertz. So so effectively what will happen is that my mind will perceive the frequency, the overall frequency of that soundtrack to be 5 hertz, and my mind will respond to it in such a way that it will get into that frequency itself. And so when I listen to such a soundtrack, I will gradually start, and I've closed my eyes, I've gotten rid of all the distractions by closing my eyes, I'm sitting in a quiet place with not much sound and not much noise. And so gradually what will happen is that I will start to get into that state of 5 hertz frequency. I will start getting into the theta state. So theoretically, I can say with a lot of confidence that binaural beats works. It definitely works. Now, should you be using them? Again, I'm not here to tell you that you should not be using them. If you feel like using them, go ahead and use them. But there are various factors to do with whether it will work for you or not. Let's again take the example of visual. We all have these 3D televisions. Now they're less popular. At one point they were really popular. I actually own a 3D television. So if I have the 3D glasses, I have the equipment to watch 3D. But then I also should have a file in which the movie that I want to watch is in 3D. That's where the problem lies. Most of the sources from where we get these binaural beats, you can never really trust if they're really the frequencies are really pure tone. You cannot really trust if they are so high in quality and really so sharp that the difference is actually exactly 5 hertz. You can never really be sure about it, and you get on the internet these soundtracks of 50 MB, 40 MB, 100 MB, and they are 30-minute soundtracks which claim to just they claim to take you to a theta state. Some of them maybe they work, but the problem is that you really have to trust the creator of that particular soundtrack in order to, you will not be able to assess whether it really is going to work for you or not. The solution is, and this is what I recommend, and this is what I've been replying to all those comments and messages on Facebook. What I've been telling you is that fine, binaural beats works, and if you have to use it, you can use it. But my point is that will you be using a wheelchair if you already have perfectly functioning legs? Will you? It would be ridiculous. Somebody tells you, why don't you use this wheelchair? You'll be really offended. Why would I use a wheelchair, bro? I have perfectly well functioning legs and I can walk. In fact, I can run. In fact, I can sprint. And do you want to race? How do you dare tell me to, go on a wheelchair? So I'm not going to do that. Uh, Similarly, we have the ability, our mind has the ability to go into theta by simply closing our eyes and just following a few simple steps. And so why would we want to actually use binaural beats? My point is that if nature has made us in such a way that we are independent and we can enter alpha state and theta state just by ourselves. Let's say we are stuck on a flight and we just want to relax, but we have forgotten our earphones. Now we won't be able to go into theta if we are just totally dependent on binaural beats. My point is that if it's easy to reach theta without any outside help, without any external assistance, why not just work a little bit on it and get that ability and get that skill and actually just get into the theta state or alpha state, whichever state that we want to work with at that point. Why not just do that by ourselves? And so my point is that finally, I guess, to summarize, yes, they work, but you have to trust the creator. If you get into the habit of getting into theta by yourself, and for that you'll need to watch my first video, and you'll also have to subscribe, because I'll be coming up with a new video with a further easier way to enter theta. And that is really, I was stunned when I actually came across that method, because it was so easy. You don't, almost you don't have to do nothing. It's very easy. So just learn these ways, and when you learn these ways and then you come across a soundtrack that claims to put you into theta, you will not really have to trust the creator, because you will already have the ability to judge whether it has the ability to take you into theta or not, because you will be going into theta every day probably on your own accord by yourself without any external help. So you will be an expert at going into theta. So you instead of trusting the creator, you will be able to judge the creator, and you will be able to probably help others decide whether a particular binaural beats tracks works or not track sorry works or not. uh, so my point is, if there is something that you can do by yourself, why take an external help? Rest, it's up to you. You decide what you want to do. So I guess that's all I wanted to talk to you today. And follow me on Facebook and Instagram, on Twitter. I'll leave all the links below in the description. And please subscribe, because I'm making these videos fairly regularly now, and I'd love to get a bigger audience, because it's a great motivation that so many people are watching my videos and they're liking them. So you also, if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, share it with any friends of yours that are interested in different states of brainwave states. And if you have any query, if you want to see a video about a certain topic, if you'd like to suggest me that Suyash, I want to see a video on this, feel free to comment, and I will make a video about it. And thank you so much for the continued support. So many likes, guys, so many shares, and so many comments. It's really wonderful. I never expected it. I'm so happy that you're appreciating my videos. Thank you so much. Need to be in that frame of mind, and tiny results, tiny goals, having achieved them, then making bigger goals, achieving them, making even bigger goals. This is how people create billions. This is how people become Olympians.